Alright, hopefully I can edit out anything I don't like here. This is the first installment of this. I'll try to do this probably on a weekly basis as far as guild status goes. This one's going to have a little bit more to it as far as the introduction is. I am Zoe, or Nillian, the current co-leader of On the Rocks, Progression Guild on the Arthas server. Just going to go over a couple things today that illustrate kind of where we're at, as well as what we're looking to do in the future. This video will hopefully provide insight to newer members, as well as some of our current members, filling them in a little bit more on what we are trying to do. First of all, like we're a raiding guild, we try to progress weekly. We've kind of hit a wall with Nefarian. We did get him to 6% this week. Hopefully we can get him down soon. We are moving on to some heroic card modes, or heroic modes. I guess heroic mode's a little redundant. We raid two groups. The group 1 raids on Friday nights at 8:30 and on Sundays at 5 o'clock. We raid with group 2 at Thursdays at 11 o'clock and Sundays at 9 o'clock. We use a little bit of a progressive raiding schedule, being we run two groups, and with the flex saves, what we do is we try to run progression with both groups on their set days, but anything that we don't get down, or we feel we may have an opportunity to get down with skilled players from both groups, we try to schedule days on like Saturday afternoons or Mondays. For instance, this week both groups did 5 to 6 BWD on their first night, and then on Saturday we did NEF attempts. The expectation, although we are a progressive raiding guild, is that you show up the 2 nights that your group raids. The progression raids are more for the people who want to raid more. Like, I don't mind raiding, I think it's fun still, I really enjoy it, so if I could raid whenever I was on WoW, I probably would, but that's unfortunately not an opportunity because you have to have 10 people who all have a similar schedule and stuff like that. But that's why we raid Saturdays and Mondays, and we add in other days to try to get progression kills. But by no means, we're not trying to take your whole weekend or anything like that. It's very optional. The non-optional days are your prime groups days. These days we expect like a 90% availability. It may seem like a lot, but we only raid 2 days a week, so essentially 75% would be you came Thursday and Sunday, then you missed Thursday, then you came Sunday. Really, 3/4 of the raids isn't going to end up being acceptable. Moving on from that, like our raid times and our expectation, our current openings, we are recruiting for both groups. The main things we're looking for is melee DPS for group 2, tanks, Resto Druid or Shaman for group 1, and range DPS for group 2. Also, we are currently doing some administration recruiting for the guild. We're trying to add a little bit more to our website, which is kind of bland, so we're looking for a website administrator from within the guild that's already been in the guild. We're also looking for a guild officer, a treasurer, to kind of take care of the guild bank, sell the BOEs, kind of deal with that stuff so that the officers that are doing the raid leading and stuff like that don't have to take care of it, just like a treasurer, as well as a recruitment officer who can focus more on recruitment, possibly focus on specific players as opposed to just spamming in trade chat, trying to maybe like get posts on forums, stuff like that. If you have any interest in any of these positions, as well, if you're applying to the guild, speak with an officer or fill out some sort of app. If you're applying for the internal positions, just speak with an officer. We're also trying to do some stuff with like fraps to add more to our game. Anyone that is familiar with this or feels that they have a computer that can run it, I believe we have someone that's going to be kind of heading this up for us. If you can even run fraps, I think he's willing to do the video editing and stuff. He just wants a couple points of view, stuff like that. I'm probably going to start trying to run fraps on my computer for different encounters. It'll be unfortunate because then everyone will see how much I screw up and how I do things absolutely ridiculous. That's really more of just something to add to the guild, something that people hopefully will want to do and like show off our accomplishments. I realize we are not like a top end raiding guild, but we're at least in the top 20 on Arthas, or would like to be. A Neff kill would put us in the top 20. Really our guild status and our goals is something I wanted to touch on in this video as well. Currently we are 11 of 12, 1 of 13. Heroic Halfus really wasn't in trouble for us. This week we killed him in like 2 attempts. In the first attempt we almost killed him. But we have had some struggles with consistently getting both of our groups through all the content. However, we do at least get 8 of 12 every week, I'd say. Like, there's no reason that if you were to join either of the groups, you wouldn't get 8 of 12. I believe this is what could be accomplished in many pugs as well, but I mean, it should go smoother than that and some other things. The other thing I wanted to touch on was getting our progression status. Like, we got an F2 6% this week. If we happen to do him tonight, which I don't think is likely, we might kill him, but like I said, I don't think that's likely that we'll even attempt him tonight. It was very good. I appreciate all the people that came and gave a few hours on Saturday to try to get that done. Hopefully it didn't like jade anyone to the experience. That's really what we're looking for. We put in about 25 attempts, which doesn't seem like that much, but we kind of changed the strategy and stuff like that a couple times. There's some videos posted in our forums on possible strats. If you could post and comment on these, that'd be great. Well, this is about everything that I wanted to go over for this one. I got to work on a couple things, including my webcam and speaking skills. I know this isn't like the greatest ever, but hopefully it helps give people a decent picture of what we have going on. Thank you.